from the historic liberation celebrations echoing throughout the squares of Kalamata, to the massive national transport strikes threatening our upcoming travel, this is your essential guide to navigating the Peloponnese. Welcome back to your weekly Sunday series, Messinian Mosaic. We're kicking off with some massive infrastructure and economic updates today. If you live down in the Mani, you know the dread of summer water cuts. But relief is finally on the horizon. The Ministry of Environment and Energy just approved a €75 million national fund to combat water scarcity, and Western Mani is explicitly targeted. The mayor of West Mani confirmed that a €3.5 million project is already underway to replace the entire water network from Viros to Pyrgos, and they are in advanced talk to build a second desalination plant. And on the agricultural front, let's talk about our liquid gold. The structural olive oil crisis is very real. A brutal combination of climate pressure and fungal infection like Gloriospora has dropped yields here in the Peloponnese by 30 to 35% compared to last year. Now, you might hear that bulk commercial wholesale prices are sitting around 0.5 to €6 per kilo. That isn't a reflection of bad quality, it's the raw, unbottled industrial price. Because daily wages for harvest labor have skyrocketed, starting from 60 and reaching €70 a day, local agriculture unions are clear that producers are struggling just to break even. So, if you're buying your annual supply in those larger cans directly from the village, remember that direct buying is never at the bulk, mass market price. You are paying for premium, small batch quality, and you should expect the final retail price to reflect the very real struggles of this year's harvest. Now let's get into the events. This is the most patriotically charged week of the year. Tomorrow, Monday the 23rd, head down to the square of March 23rd, Platia 23 Martiu, at 3 p.m. for the historic reenactment of Kalamata's liberation from the Ottoman Empire. We take pride in being the very first city freed. Then, on Wednesday, the March 25th, we celebrate National Independence Day. The Grand Parade starts at 11 a.m., marching down Aristomenes Street toward the railway park in Kalamata. Keep in mind, there will be extensive road closures in the center during this time. If you live further south, the municipality of Pylos Nestor has officially announced its very own local Independence Day parades for Wednesday, and they are following it up with something very special. On Friday, the 27th, head over to Chora for the official celebration of the Battle of Ligoudista, widely considered the very first battle of the Greek struggle for freedom. And if you're wondering why every taverna will be serving Bakaliaros Skordalia, that's fried salt cod with heavy garlic dip, it's because of the March 25th is also the Feast of the Annunciation. Since it falls during the strict fast of Great Lent, the Orthodox Church grants a special exemption to eat fish, and salt cod was historically the easiest fish to transport to the mountains. Real quick, if you're finding this weekly breakdown of local life helpful, take a second to hit that subscribe button below and join the Messinian Mosaic community. It really helps us keep bringing you these Sunday updates from the Peloponnese. Now, a major warning for your travel plans this week. If you're heading to Athens, brace yourself. Tomorrow, March 23rd, there's a total 24-hour nationwide train strike. That means absolutely zero Hellenic Train services and no suburban Proastiakos train to the Athens airport. To make matters worse, Athens taxi drivers are currently on an indefinite strike protesting the mandatory shift to electric vehicles. Expect massive delays at Kephissos bus terminal and the airport. On the bright side, the weather for our local parades looks fantastic. We are expecting crisp, early spring conditions. Look for highs around 12 to 13 degrees Celsius during the day, dropping to a chilly 6 degrees at night, but the sky should remain mostly dry with just some party cloud intervals. Bring a jacket. But before we wrap up, we want to hear from you. Have you ever been caught in the middle of a Greek transport strike? Or did you manage to find a creative way around it? Drop your best travel survival stories in the comments below. Have a fantastic week, Messinia, and see you next Sunday.